TMZ, how are you? You miss Kylie. Jordyn, help you move.
Did Tristan Thompson just cheat on Khloe Kardashian again?
I'm not here to play the victim. Right. I'm here to take responsibility. I'm no homewrecker. Right. I would never try to hurt someone's home. Right. Especially someone that I love.
I'm just gonna ask you straight up.
Okay.
Did you sleep with Tristan?
Never.
Got it.
Never a thought, never a consideration, never happened. Just to clarify.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jaime Banks and I am here to help you slay. So for today's video, I'm actually serving you some Jordyn Woods realness. Okay. I just give you guys my spin on the Jordyn Woods Red Table Talk tutorial. I know there's been a lot of people who's been doing this makeup red table look that Jordyn Woods had did, and I just wanted to do my own little spin on it. So yeah, I give you guys some real tea, I give you guys the facts, and I hope you guys are living for it. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this tutorial. First order of business. What you need to do is subscribe to my channel. I know that you already binge watched 5 of my videos already. So what you should do by now, because I know you're gonna come back anyway. You're gonna come back, be part of the family, subscribe that button, hit that button, smash that button. And yeah, just be part of the club, sis, or bruh. Whoever you are, be part of the club. It's fun over here. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into this Jordyn Woods Red Table Talk makeup tutorial. I just want to say it's been a long time coming. I have not uploaded in about 3 weeks, so I apologize to you guys. I really do feel bad. I had a lot going on, but I'll save that for the next video. It was a request from someone, but I didn't take it seriously when they first told me about it. They were like, do the Red Table Talk video with Jordyn Woods. I'm like, okay. And then after looking it up on YouTube, I saw so many other people, from Alyssa Ashley to Jackie Aina, do it. It became a thing where people were doing makeup tutorials on Jordyn Woods. Now, I know I'm pretty late from what happened, but it looked as though that she was on the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith, and they were talking about the issues with her and Tristan being at a party together. It led up to this whole media scandal of her being like crucified by the Kardashians and the Jenners. It was this whole big ordeal. Now, I'm gonna be very honest. I'm not gonna be here for the gossip. I'm not gonna be here for the tea. But while I am doing this tutorial, I'm gonna spit some facts. So we're just gonna hop right into it. So yeah, I'm just going to be doing a Jordyn Woods Red Table Talk makeup beats. This is probably the most natural you guys will ever see me look. The house down boots. Period.
Period. Period. Period. Period. Period. Period. Period. Period. Period. Period. Period. Period.
So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna prime my skin using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. Y'all know I live for this stuff. And I want to get that very nice, smooth, radiant, baby face finish. Now, to be real with you guys, there's a lot of valuable lessons that you guys could learn from this, like from this whole experience that she went through. All right, we are primed. The skin is looking and feeling flawless. Don't get too comfortable. And allow me to elaborate. That's what I mean. Now, this isn't a us versus them situation. Like, I didn't want to make it into a, like, black versus white issue, because it's definitely not that. But I have to pinpoint the elephant in the room, because there's been a lot of speculation with issues with the Kardashians and the Jenners referencing black bodies and black culture into their lifestyle. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually going to prime my skin some more with the FARSÁLI Skintune blur. And I use this stuff every single day, whether I wear makeup or not. The FARSÁLI Skintune blur is absolutely amazing. So to hydrate my skin, I'm actually going to go back in using the FARSÁLI Rose Gold Elixir. And we're just going to put some hydration around this face, around this dry face. Now, to piggyback what Jackie was saying, because she made some very valid points, they have about maybe 1, 2, maybe 3 at most, maybe 3 black people in their circle or in their camp, so to speak, who are maybe black enough to them, but it's not just them. Now, what I realized is people who usually have issues with black people or with any race, they usually have maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 people that they hang around with who are black that they consider their friend, and then they can speculate and say, I'm not racist. I'm friends with so-and-so's cousin, brother, sister, whoever, and they're black. That does not mean anything. It doesn't. You could still be racist. You could still be racist on some level. That doesn't mean shit. All right, so I'm going to be color correcting using my LA Girl Pro Concealer in orange, as I normally do. Okay. So I'm serving y'all some Oompa Loompa realness. Oompa Loompa Doompa Dee Da. All right, so for foundation, I'm actually going to be using my tried and true Maybelline FitMe Matte and Poreless Foundation in 338. And I'm going to be using that with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Going back to the situation at hand, right? Just because you have 1, maybe 2 black friends that you have in your circle, in your camp, right? That doesn't mean that you're for black people. It just means that you tolerate them to a certain extent, in my opinion.
That's my opinion!
But I feel like Jackie had made it very clear that you just can't be too comfortable, especially if you're this complexion. You just can't be around them. Around them, you can't be too comfortable. Now, to pinpoint that, I also don't condone the fact that Malika and Kim were shading Jordyn by singing Don't Mess With My Man on Snapchat and on Instagram story. Like, that's shady. Like, if you were my sister, or you were like my ride or die, like you were like my go-to person, like you were like my main, right? How, if you were like my sister, like my main, like my ride or die, would you do something as shady as that? Or even if you're like the sister of, or the brother of, and we were like this, why would you do something as petty as that? Or singing something that was just so shady? And let's be clear. If you're gonna sing a Nivea and a Jagged Edge song, sis, know them lyrics. No shade, all tea. Know them lyrics. I'm just keeping it real. And to give me more of a full beat, a full matted beat going, I'm actually gonna be using my Fenty Beauty foundation in number 390. And that got me thinking too, like, were we even friends from the jump? Like, for you to have done that to me, like in the background, I would be so traumatized. But again, that got me thinking, like, were we even friends from the get? Like, were we even family like you thought we were? You know what I mean? Like, why would you do something as shady as that, you know? And the reason why I have my hair in a ponytail was to pay tribute to Jordyn Woods for today's video. I'm sure the dust has settled, but even then, Jordyn, you might be back in the good graces of that family. Girl, be careful. Now, to use as an eye primer, I'm going to go ahead and use my Fenty Beauty Amplifying Eye Primer. And I'm just going to add just a little bit to my lid. I won't add a whole lot because I'm not going to do a severe beat. We're going to be doing a very natural beat. Like I said, I'm sure the dust has settled by now, and I'm sure she's in their good graces. But still, learn from this.
Learn something from this!
I mean, I almost feel like they surround themselves with people who gas them up, I feel like they surround themselves with people who are enablers and people who are like yes men. They can never have a no. Like, they can never be told no to something. And if they are, you know, I feel like they'll just make your life a living hell. I'm just assuming. Or people who are like bow downers. Like people who kind of feed their ego because of like their status quo, their fame, and their celebrity status. That's what I feel.
Said so many things. Like,
you're perfect, you're beautiful, you look like Linda Evangelista, you're a model, everything about you is perfect. Did you stone those tights? Oh, you're smiling. They eat her up every single time she's on that damn stage.
All right, so for contour, I'm actually going to be using the Flesh foundation stick in the shade Pecan. So I'm just going to, you know, contour just a little bit. I'm not going to overly contour like I normally do. But yeah, during that red table talk, oh my God, she was just looking so flawless. I mean, so beat, but still natural. You know what I mean? Just because a black person has a white friend, maybe one, maybe two in the corner, does not mean that they're not racist towards white people. It could go both ways. It can. It really can, and it's sad. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure Jordyn is a very sweet girl. I'm sure she really is. This in general is a huge life lesson for her. Major. The house down boots. Okay. So I'm going to contour my nose naturally. Okay. I'm sure she meant no harm to Chloe or to Kylie. I'm sure she meant no harm to them whatsoever. She just made a mistake. She owned up to it. And I'm here for it. I won't lie to you. I'm here for it. I mean, she owned up to it, she confessed, and hopefully she can move on from the situation. Which leads me to my next point. I don't understand why Chloe would insinuate that this girl, this 21, 22-year-old lady, she's a young lady, she's not a kid, she is an adult, is over here trying to ruin people's families. Like, come on, Chloe, she ain't trying to do all that. It was broken the moment he decided to cheat on Chloe. Let's just keep it all the way real. T, sis, the T. It was ruined the moment he decided to cheat on her. My Tarte Shape Tape in light medium, just to brighten up the eyes, you know, the under eye. Again, Real Technique sponge to blend it out. Jordyn does not need Kylie to put her on. Let's just be honest. She does not need Kylie to put her on. She has already made a name for herself. I mean, her dad used to work on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on the show in the background. Like, that's what her dad did. But she's made a name for herself by working with other, you know, other people. She's a model and she does other things. So, again, she does not need to be put on by Kylie or any of them. Which leads me to my next point. When you put somebody on, regardless of whatever the circumstances are, you, yes, you, and you maybe, and you maybe, are indebted to them. And what I mean by indebted to them, I'm just doing some reverse contouring so I can sculpt the cheekbone. What I mean by indebted to them is if somebody puts you on, I guess in this type of industry that they're in, yeah, you're pretty much indebted to them. I mean, come on now. The girl was living in Kylie's mansion, like her other house. Like, Jordyn's pretty much indebted to them. In a sense. which is why I'm trying to make a name for myself. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing here on YouTube, tutorials and whatnot, and becoming an influencer, because I'm trying to make a name for myself. I'm not trying to have nobody put me on. I'm not. Because the moment somebody puts me on, I owe them everything. And that's not what I want to do with my life. I don't want to have to owe nobody anything. I want to be able to share the experiences of what I went through for you guys, if you guys want to follow in the footsteps I'm trying to get into. But I'm not trying to owe anybody for anything. I'm trying to work hard, become self-made with nobody's help, and bust my butt doing it. Again, no shade to Chloe or to Tristan. I'm sure they're very nice people. I would love to meet them one day. But this should have stayed a private matter. She should have never put this out on Twitter. This should have never been, you know, an open discussion. She should have just DM'd or text Jordyn on the sidelines and just asked her for a private conversation so that they all could have handled it in just one setting, instead of letting the whole world know, because now it just got ugly, girl. It got ugly. If you're part of that family, you are not safe, period.
Period. Period. Period. Period. Period.
All right, so for my brows, I'm actually going to brush through them really quick with my spoolie, and I'm going to map them out using my NYX Professional Eyeliner Pencil, the Slide On, Glide On, definitely a turn on eyeliner. So I'm not going to do an overly dramatic brow. I'm just going to keep it very natural and very subtle. And then I'm going to fill them in using my NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade in black. Now, I normally don't like to clean up the top part of my brow, but I figure for, you know, for the tutorial, might as well just do that. Just to, you know, make it look natural, subtle, daytime real. Okay, so we went ahead and finessed one brow. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other brow off camera, and I'll be right back, girl. Don't clock out, don't clock out. I know where you stay. I'll be right back.
12 seconds later.
Okay, so I'm back again. I'm going to be using the leftover concealer I have underneath my brow, and I'm just going to spread that all over my lid just so we can get, like, you know, a base started. You know what I mean? Now, what I started recently doing was I started to recently flare out my brows in the front just with my spoolie. Nothing else, no extra product or anything. I just started flaring them out just to make them look a little more natural and made them look a little more daytime real, you know what I mean? All right, so my next step is I'm going to be using my Airspun setting powder. I'm using extra coverage because I'm a biological, not a psychological, not a sociological, but a biological man. I need all the extra coverage I could get. What I'm gonna do is with my Real Technique sponge, I'm just gonna put some powder right underneath my eye here, just so that I get no crackage, you know what I mean? And then for the rest of my face, I'm actually going to be using the Mercier setting powder in translucent to set the rest of my face. All right, and with Auntie Laura's powder, I'm gonna go ahead and do some reverse contouring like I normally do, just so we can snatch up a cheekbone, sis. For contour, I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal True Match powder in the shade Soft Sable, and I'm just going to bronze lightly. Like, we're not gonna be dragged out today. We're just gonna bronze super light, because this girl was bronzed for the gods, like, or bronzed for Jada, technically. She was just bronzed for TV, period. All right, what I'm also going to do now is, I know I highlighted a little bit under my eye, but it kind of just went away. So I'm just going to highlight just a tad more with my Mercier with Auntie Laura. And then bring it down the nose. Now while I'm baking, I'm actually gonna go ahead and just do my eyeshadow real quick. Now, when I was watching the interview, she really didn't have a whole bunch of eye makeup on. That's why I didn't go in with like a lighter concealer, because I was trying to keep it very neutral, very subtle, very real, daytime real. And what I'm gonna do to accomplish that is I'm gonna be using my Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, Rose in the Air. I didn't realize this the last time I did my first impressions on it. It has the accent over the E, which obviously meant that it's not called Rose in the Air, it's called Rosé. I'm gonna use this shade right here, which says transition on it. And I'm just gonna use that to literally use as a transition. Period.
Period. Period.
I just don't know, man. I think at the end of the day, like when it comes to this situation, you just have to be very careful who you associate yourself with, because some people, especially if it's like they're a big knit family. Like they have a lot of people in their family and they know a lot of powerful people. So if they want to drag you down, they will.
And you sitting up here trying to act like you are a dumb hoe. Shut up. Yeah, you want to hear me? Fired. I will you up. I will get fired. No. Get fired.
All right, so I got that transition shade down. Now with my packer brush here from Morphe, the Morphe 702 brush set that I got, I'm actually gonna go in with this gold shade, and I'm only gonna put a little bit on the lid. Like I'm not gonna do a whole lot because we're not trying to look extra beaming. We're just gonna look very subtle. But yeah, that just shows you, don't get too comfortable around people who you think is your family, your friends. At the end of the day, y'all just need to stay woke. I might take a smidge of this darker shade right here, this chocolate shade, and I think I'm gonna put that just on the corners. Ooh, just like that, you see that? I'm just gonna put that on the corners of the eye, just to like smoke it out a bit. And then for a brow bone highlight, I think I'm gonna go in with this cream shade. It's a matte shade, and I'm just gonna put that all over my brow bone area. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of all this bake. Because her lashes were so snatched, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm gonna put some on the top, and I'm gonna put some oh so slightly on the bottom. So my whole question was, how could she, what I mean by she is Chloe, how could she confidently sit there and say on Twitter while she's typing that this girl broke up her family? That's just what I really want to know. How could she confidently sit there and say that this girl broke up her family when she knew from the get that what broke up her family was Tristan roaming around LA or wherever, Chicago, wherever he was. I'm not sure where he's from, but wherever he was, she should have known better, because he was the one who started this whole domino effect. So I feel like I need something in the inner corners of my eyes. Without taking it to the next level, I'm gonna go in with my Bella Pierre Shimmer Pigment Highlight in the shade Champagne. And it's a gold, like you are gold.
Whoa. That is like, you are gold, gold. Oh, you believe in your soul.
So I'm just taking a small brush. I'm gonna dip into that Bella Pierre, and I'm just going to add a little bit to the inner corner highlight area. I'm not sure if you can see that. I can see it in person, but on camera, I'm not sure if y'all can see it. I got to add a little bit of shimmer somewhere, you know? Now, I did want to add just a little bit of highlight. Like, I didn't want to do too much, but I want to add a little bit. So I'm just going to go back with that Bella Pierre highlight, and I'm just going to add that right there. Now for blush, because I do realize she was actually wearing blush as well, I think I'm going to go in with my NYX Ombre Blush in the shade Sweet Spring. Because again, it's an ombre blush. It starts off light on the top and works its way down to the bottom. I'm actually just going to start off with the top and just add a little bit on the cheeks. Now what I wanted to do to try to keep it positive for Jordyn was I went ahead and I went to Ulta. I did purchase her collab with Eyelisir. I know she has 3 different lashes, but these were the only 2 I was able to get from Ulta. Now we have one which is called Beach Please, and then we have another one that's called Summer Air. So I think, because y'all know I love the drama, I think I'm gonna go in with Summer Air, just because if you guys could tell the differences, Summer Air is a little bit more dramatic than the Beach Please. I just want to do something real positive just to uplift her, you know, after what she's been through. And I know she's probably never gonna see this, but I just thought maybe I would do something just to contribute to her, you know? And y'all know I live for Eyelisir, so that's no surprise. I live, I breathe, I died, and I live again for Eyelisir. So we're gonna start off with the right lash. Although they're not dramatic, they're very pretty. I mean, if you want something that's very wispy, you know? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add some more mascara so I could add some more flair to it. There we go. There we go, Jordyn. There we go, girl. All right, so for lips, I'm going to be using, because I had nothing else, I'm going to be using my Kylie Cosmetics lip kit in the shade Dolce K. I'm using the lip liner to fill in my lips. Like anybody who's a big fan of makeup, you need to find your nude. Like you have to. I found my nude, and my nude is in Dolce K Hunty. Yes. And then I'm gonna fill in the rest of my lip with the Dolce K matte lipstick. Now I know she had a banging gloss on top of her lip, and I actually got this from Ulta. It is called the Essence Shine, Shine, and Shine, and Shine, and Shine, and Shine, and yeah. Using the Essence Shine, Shine, Shine Wet Look Lip Gloss. Ooh, it smells really good. It smells like a candy, and it's gonna bug me until I figure it out. I don't know, it's gonna irritate my soul. But anyways, yeah, she wore a very clear lip gloss. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that right now. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm really not a fan of glosses, but this gloss here is actually not bad from Essence. It's really not. All right, so the lips are done. We're honestly just about almost done. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and add my signature mole. Boom, right there. And then we're gonna set it and forget it using the Maybelline New York Master Fix by Face Studio setting spray. Oh. Oh, okay. I should have been a little more careful because I don't know what this has, and I don't know if it could ruin my skin or not, but that was a interesting way of having it sprayed on my face. Anyways, it smells good, and it says that it dries down. Oh, it doesn't say if it dries down matte. Either way, it says it locks it in, so I think we're good to go. All right, you guys, I think that's the finished look on the Jordyn Woods Makeup Red Table tutorial. Just give me a minute, sis. I'll be right back.
A little later.
What did we learn from this whole scandal? Number 1, you don't need no one to put you on. Mind your business, drink your water, and you will prosper. Number 2, be honest from the jump. If you did something hurtful, just go to that person and tell them up front. The truth hurts, but lies hurt more. It'll suck, but just being honest to that person and telling them the situation of whatever happened, at least you guys could at least start the healing process and start rekindling either a friendship or relationship or whatever that you guys have. Number 3, be careful what you say and who you say it to. People run with things and make it into a whole nother situation. So when it comes to minding your own business, you need to make sure that you don't go around gossiping other people's stuff. When it comes to gossiping, don't go around spreading rumors about people that you don't know the facts of. Deal with personal matters behind closed doors. You don't need everybody all up in your business. Number 4, don't act fake around other races / people of color. Actually get to know people of different backgrounds and ethnicities. Don't judge a book by its cover. That person that you're judging could be that person that could give you a job interview. That person could save your life. That person could end up doing something really good to help you. Number 5, never kick somebody while they're down. I understand that Jordyn went through something that was very traumatic. That was something that was very serious and dear to her. She made a mistake. We're human. That's what people do. She shouldn't be ridiculed for what she did. She understands it was a mistake. She understands that she needed to talk to someone. I'm sure she signed some type of non-disclosure agreement to the Kardashians and to the Jenners, letting them know that I'm indebted to you and that you have my soul. Sort of. Don't kick people while they're down. Let that be a real lesson to everybody and to you guys watching. Don't maliciously send people hate because of something that somebody did. Don't taunt them. Don't make fun of them. We're all human. We all make mistakes. Besides that, all right, you guys, I'm actually living for this beat. I'm actually happy with the way things turned out. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go, and I'll see you guys on the next video. So, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys feel about the whole situation. Let me know if I'm spilling the real tea, if I'm giving y'all facts. Just let me know how y'all feel about the situation at hand. And I'll catch you guys later. Love you. Bye.